Hello, what's up? It's your boy. Uh, just me, I guess. Ugh. I've gone by many names. You can call me Carpenter right now. But either way, what's up, brother turtles? There we go. Ooh. Anyway, it's a handshake, I know, with hands like that, where you shake hands, you're like, brother turtle, what's up? It's really comfortable. Anyway, what's up, brother turtles? Good to meet y'all. And yeah, let's get going. What do y'all need to know today? I feel compelled to do 114. I think y'all, it feels like I'm needing to do a reading for somebody who doesn't know quite how special they are, how impressive they are to everybody else. So we are going to do a reading about that. And 114, well, there's something special about you. So, well, if you gotta know, 114 is unify in order to enchant. So, something about you is capable of unifying others in order to enchant. It's the Ace of Pentacles. When you're around people, you just kind of make people notice you for some reason. Like there's an instinctual quality to what people notice about you, but more than anything, they notice how magnanimous and receptive you are. You're a very kindred spirit to most who meet you. But there's something about you that, man, I keep picking up these dice, but it's not yet. I'm not supposed to yet. There's something about you that's making people take notice of you. This energy is very divine feminine, but mostly divine masculine. Something about the ones tend to make energies more masculine. But yeah, something about you just really captivating people. Could have something to do with your size. You could just be a very large person, large personality, large attributes. Yeah, I'm getting that there's something about you that's doing more than just attracting people. It's like magnetizing people into your energy, which it's really interesting because it's like this part of you or this aspect of you or whatever this is about you. It's very attractive, but once it attracts people, that's where the 14 comes in. That's where the shaman aspects come in. It's like the big thing about you that attracts people is really just the thing to lure them in, almost. It's like spirit uses that to bring people to you that need that, actually, like your help. And maybe through you, like their enchantment. I don't know. That's very curious. Something about this is telling me just don't touch the dice yet. Right at 456 too. Okay. So the question is not exactly what about you is the attractive part, because I feel like if you're hearing this, you already know what is that about you. So I guess what we should ask is, what should we ask? 419. Tingy Nerdles. Brothers Hurdle. 419 is, well, it's the energy of the Ninja Turtle. It's defined in order to self-generate, but it's also the 4 turtle. Turtle is archetype 19. So I've always just called this the Ninja Turtles energy. Oh. What do I need to do in order to make myself energized? Huh. That's fascinating. Define in order to self-generate. Because this is also 4 of Cups. The energy you're in, it's like, okay. It feels like you're looking at the thing that you know attracts people, and it's attracting people, and it's bringing things to you, but you're in this 4 of Cups energy. Why are you in this 4 of Cups energy? 8-1. Oh, God. To me, that's the Garil, or however you say that. The little thin-snouted crocodile. That's that energy. 1 is the dragon, which also is the crocodile in the mind system. It's also the magician in tarot, and 8-1 is 8 of Swords. So something has just made you feel like you are bound, like you are not able to live your best life. You're harmonizing in order to be. And when you're in that sort of energy, God, I love this Vulcan. Doesn't that make the 8 of Swords much more manageable? You're harmonizing in order to be. Which means you're basically centering yourself right now. Whatever you've been up to, whatever you've been doing while you're in this 4 of Cups energy, you've been just dauntlessly taking every task head on, just to learn that you're still not exactly back 100% the place you should be to do the things you're trying to do. Now, what are you trying to do? Makes sense. 10 of Pentacles. It's also perfect in order to equalize. So there's something you're working on. You're working on, you know that since you have your other thing about you that is very big and attractive, that is bringing in what you need. That's attracting the people you want, the opportunities you want. But you're still focused so doggedly on making it happen. Like you are just going for it. You ain't stopping until you get the thing you're wanting right there. It's like you're trying to manifest the opportunity that I feel is coming to you already, because that's this part of you that's just so attractive. It's bringing in the thing you're wanting, whatever that is. But this has got you feeling like 8 of Swords. This has got you feeling like, well, fuck, what am I going to do? How can I speed this process up? How can I get what I'm trying to get? And it's just fucking you up, man. It's just turning you into a fucking bitch, kind of. No offense. Take that as you will. But I'm saying that in the sense of, man, it's making you feel pathetic. It's making you feel sluggish. And it's draining your energy, whatever this is. Partially, this feels like it's finance related. But mostly, it feels like personally. Like, opportunistic. 6 is also the lovers. So 10-6, it feels a lot like you're trying to manifest a partner or a connection. And it's like you could be going on dating apps just constantly. You could be DMing people, just saying, hey, what's up? Or just going after what you want boldly, which is respectable. Like, Godspeed to you, man. Do what you want. But, like, if the 8 of Swords is also up, if 8-1 is also up, it's feeling like the harder you push in this, the more you're winding up, I don't want to say reverting, but retreating inside yourself. Like, the more you wind up hurt and not feeling like you're enough. When, in fact, dude, something about you's already attracting exactly what you want. And the people that are being attracted to you, the opportunities that are being attracted to you, are going to be changed forever by interacting with you. So, what I can say here is, calm down. Just calm down. What needs to happen here to make sure that, I don't know, you just, I'm bad at asking these questions sometimes. It's not that I'm bad, it's that my initial first question's always not the right one, even though I have a good intuition. How do we stop acting this way and just allow things to happen for us beneficially in ways that are only good for us? Oh, 3, 5. Now, this might be a shocker, because this is the 3 of Swords. Something in you needs to accept something. 3 of Swords is often associated with heartbreak. 3-5 is activate in order to survive. It feels like you've got something you're trying to deal with that you haven't figured out how to handle, and you are trying to ignore it and move forward like nothing happened. It could be associated with heartbreak. It could be associated with you just not having what you want, and so you're going hard into finding a job or finding a partner or doing something because you feel like it's not happening soon enough. Like, it feels like you've been putting a lot of work into yourself, because, like, what people see is this big thing. It could be a bank account. It could be like hell, it could be you're really buff. It could be you're really smart. They could be looking at your big house. But I feel like the part of you that is the big thing that they're looking at, that is really attractive, and that also enchants that person, it feels like that's doing what you need it to do first and foremost. It's attracting who you need in your life and who you'd want in your life. But it feels like you have gotten in your way so many times that you just don't allow it to occur naturally. It feels like something about your life has always taught you need to be the one that helps yourself out. You need to be the one that digs yourself out of this system, this situation, which in this case, listen to what I'm saying here. Activate in order to survive. You kind of still are, but it's like a strategic thing. It feels like you need to turn on the part of you that is just saying, fuck it, I'm going to live, and I'm going to live with style. Because Five's about, well, five's a hierophant, but it's also instinct. Five's a lot about fighting to survive, but also it's just about living. Survival is living. And I feel like sometimes you need to, I don't know, cut yourself out of that equation to really understand what's meant by that. Because the way I look at it, if a tiger needs to survive, it's got to eat things. This might be a bad analogy, but let's say that tiger is like best friends with a gazelle since it was a baby. But then there's like an apocalypse. And so suddenly the tiger's stuck with the gazelle in his enclosure and he doesn't have any food. I can't begin to tell you the thought process going on in the tiger's mind, but his instincts are going to tell him to eat that doe, eat that gazelle. And the tiger's removed itself from this situation before it even started. The tiger's done something. Now he no longer has his best friend. And after he's done this, he's probably going to sulk and be depressed for the rest of his life. But he needed to survive. That's some pretty Three of Swords energy right there, I'm not going to lie. But it's also a good lesson. Because what he could have done is he could have waited for like birds to come into the enclosure. And he could have subsisted off of birds for a little bit. But that's not what his instincts told him. His instincts said, eat the gazelle. Now, I'm not telling you to eat the gazelle. I'm not telling you to eat your best friend. But I'm saying, God, what am I trying to say? When I think of 3-5 energy, I think of Dante from Devil May Cry. That is 3-5 to me. I don't know why, but it just always will be and always is 3-5. Specifically, if Dante was a Tyrannosaurus Rex. I don't know why, but he's got the sword in his mouth, and he's doing flippy moves. If you've ever seen Dino Blade, it's kind of like that, except with a T-Rex and, like, Devil May Cry swords. It's really cool. And guns. He's got little guns on his T-Rex arms. Anyway, so when 3-5 energy shows up, I play Devil May Cry, and I help remind myself what that's about. Because, well, what else do you do? I mean, you just kill things. You just do cool flippy tricks and defeat demons and all sorts of shit. And, like, more than anything, you just kind of settle in and relax for a little bit. Some people drink like Monster Energies while they play that game. Some people smoke some weed. Some people drink tea. Hell, like I feel like that kind of game or that kind of activity, that energy, that action reveals to you what you're needing to survive. What you need to do to survive and be yourself as most as you can. Because that's the other thing. Devil May Cry is all about style. Every fight you're in that game, you acquire your points based on how cool your combo was, how fucking sick your moves were. Like, you don't win just because you killed all the enemies. Anybody can kill all the enemies, but did you or did you not do a 360 spinning moonsault backflip whilst firing off 2 guns in the air at the same time and going, "Arr!" Like, that's what that needs to be for you. So right now, you're looking at a great opportunity to maybe just not hit pause, but actually find your footing and hit the brakes. Like, it feels like you have already passed this test. You've already won the race. Now you need to hit the brakes. I mean, you're at the finish. You've passed the finish line. You are the only car at the finish line, and you have passed the finish line. You're a speed racer. sliding in that massive football field size checker flag. You're on the finish line. You have won. Now you got to hit the brakes, even if you skid a little bit. Because, like, bro, you're already that guy. You're already him. People can't fuck with you. You're chosen, son. You're chosen. I hate that term, but at the same time, if you know you are, you are. I don't know who is, but I have a feeling I am. Not just how things go. But who knows, maybe me saying that, I jinx myself and I'm not chosen anymore. People think that shit's really awesome, but it's honestly such a fucking drain sometimes. Anywho, yeah. Tell us more, Spirit. What else do we need to know? 1017. Perfect synchronicity. I perfect in order to synchronize. 17's also evolving. Or navigation. That's the same energy. It's also the woodpecker. And I already went over 10. Manifestation. Perfection. Like supernal, higher order level stuff. Like hyper feminine energy. Manifestation. This is also 10 of Swords energy. This is also, I don't know. 10 of Swords is a deceptively good energy. But I'm also me, and I use the Zolkin. And it's hard to, I don't know, it's hard to look at that without going, okay. Manifest synchronicity, that's pretty nice. What this is feeling like to me is that something's gonna align fucking perfect with you. And it's almost like, well, for one, hearing this message is already bringing things to mind that you could be doing. Not even could be doing. The things that your body, your mind, your soul is speaking out and telling you, hey, I want to do this instead of everything we're doing right now. And I know I'm traumatized and pissed off and I need to work and not just dick around and play video games. But I need this right now. I've been through a lot. I'm running on fumes, goddammit. I am tired. I want to shut up, sit down, eat cotton candy, watch My Little Pony, and not do a fucking thing with my day, okay? Now, where's my fuzzy blankets? Like, just let that energy hit you. Because to me, that is 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords is saying, okay, I failed. Something's wrong. Because if you're at a point where you need to manifest synchronicity, you kind of are at the bottom of the barrel. You are 10 of Sworded. You have not hit a high mark. And even with all that other shit showing up, like, you had the Ninja Turtles, 4 of Cups, because you're dissatisfied, because this thing that you're wanting that you're already bringing in, just better than anyone ever could, really, in your situation you're in. You're dissatisfied with how that's going. So you've been busting your ass to try and get that thing and get it here quicker. But all that's been doing is making your life worth nothing. It's making what you want to do with your life and make it worthwhile just feel pointless. Because you don't have this thing that you've been just fighting to get nonstop. And it's like, just calm the fuck down. Just do something else. Like, everyone loves a dogged, determined hero who comes in and gets the thing he needs. Or the thing he wants because he wants it. But there's also a lot of heroism and, like, honor in recognizing what's what and moving towards what actually brings you love and joy and makes you feel happy about yourself and love yourself even. So that's what you need to know. That synchronize with what you want. That 3-5 energy, I don't know why I said 17, probably. maybe there's some attunement to this, some or some seven stuff, or knowing, or whatever the fuck. Even if your 3-5 isn't Devil May Cry, it's sitting on the couch and actually crying, like White Girl May Cry, and just console yourself, because it feels like you have been dealing with a heartbreak. You have been dealing with a problem. And it feels like a lot of you have just been drinking and continuing to work. Because to you, that seems like, well, one, it's a thing I enjoy doing. It's a thing I want to do. Why isn't it the thing that helps me? And it's because I feel like part of it is you numbing yourself to even have to think about it. You know, like, I think part of moving on is actually thinking about the thing you're moving on from, but picturing and creating a life where you're moving on from that into better things. And to me, that doesn't look like just saying, oh, well, fuck it. Fuck that guy. I'm going to go out with my friends and we're not going to talk about him. We're just going to get drunk. That's all we're going to do. And even at home, like, I know I'm saying sit down and do the thing you need to do to make yourself feel better, to survive, but at the same time, it feels like you need to synchronize. So you need to kind of goddamn pay attention. You need to feel. You need to ask yourself, what does synchronicity wish for me to do? Like, manifest the thing that synchronicity wants me to be a part of right now and see what happens. Like, just see. Anything else in it here? Closing thoughts. Closing thoughts. What will help you most in this thing you're trying to do? This achievement, almost. This thing you're seeking. What will help you the most? 116. High for high, low for low, or low for low. Okay. So 1316. Man, you gotta just go, dude. You just gotta go. You gotta do it. This is a big deal. 1316 is also Queen of Wands. 16's the Tower. To me, 16 is the Wolf. So when I see 1316, I see a dire wolf. Unify in order to question. Or sorry, I'm seeing the one. Endure in order to question. Put on that honey badger hat, that honey badger outfit, that don't give a shit attitude, and just ask the question, what if? Like, keep going. Think of the color pink and think of the color white. And think of that goddamn honey badger and just think, what if? What if I kept going? And more importantly, what if things got better? What if I moved on? What if I processed what happened and kept going? What if? That's all you need to know, honestly. I think y'all are going to do fine. If you like the video, comment, like, subscribe. Yeah. I appreciate y'all. Later, taters.